is we're going to be adding the granny square onto the daisy square. So I put 2 borders around my daisy square. So to begin, take your next color and do a slip knot. Twist it, wrap the one that's attached to your ball around your finger. And you take the second one over it and then put it onto your crochet hook, your work. So this one will be, I will start here. You can start anywhere you want, but I tend to start where my tail end ends, so then I can weave it around my work and it's hidden. So insert your hook and attach using a slip stitch. Okay, and take your tail end together here. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 and that will count as your first double crochet. And then we're going to put 2 more double crochet into this chain space. So wrap your yarn around the hook once, insert, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, do a double crochet into the same chain space. So now you have 3 double crochets into this space. So this is your corner, but we will finish this corner once we go all around. Okay, so this is just your first half of your first corner. Okay, now you can drop the tails. We can weave those in later on. Okay, so now you're going to chain 1. Now into these 2 spaces, you're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So that will be your side. So 3 double crochets in the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, okay, chain 1, and another 3 double crochet into this space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then now chain 1. So now this one is your second corner, and we will be doing 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets to make your corner. So if you already know how to do granny squares, this shouldn't be any different for you. Okay, so this is your first 3 double crochet, chain 2, and do 3 more double crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Oops, cut some yarn there. Let me do that again. Okay, so now we're going to do the next side. So the same thing, we're going to chain 1, do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. This is your third corner. Okay, so continue on and I will meet you back here at the end so we can complete the first corner. Okay, now we are ready to complete our square. Okay, so now here is what it looks like for the first round of our granny daisy square. So just to recap, we have, to do the corners, it's 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. For the sides, it's chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So as I mentioned before, we have to complete the first corner since we only did half. So where I left off was 3 double crochet and I chained 1. So just find some space and we're going to do 3 more double crochets to complete the corner. Okay, so this is 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to do chain 2 and we're going to join in the first double crochet that we did. So count 3 chains up, 1, 2, 3, and join using a slip stitch. So make sure you have 2 loops in your hook, so it's just more secure that way. So yarn over, pull, and pull. So now it's joined by a slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 1. Okay, so the reason why I like to do it this way is so then it's, when you stretch it out, it's more squarish and it's not as wonky on this side, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now we're gonna cut our yarn, pull it through, give it a tug. And what I usually like to do is to weave in this in and out on the borders, so then when I do my next 3 double crochets, it's secure there, and then after that I can cut it off later on. Okay, so give it a good tug. And you don't have to do this, but what I like to do is to weave it in a couple of stitches until I get to the next space. When I do the next round, I just it just goes over it, and then I can cut it off later on. So I just leave it here in the front, so then I will remember to carry it over. Okay, so there you have it. The next step will be to do the second border. So it's basically the same procedure as the first square,